What's up, guys? Nightingale here, and welcome back to another update notice video. Today we are going to be covering the January 19th update notice. So let's see what Chroma Dominial has got for us. We're here live on Twitch, so make sure Twitch chat, you say hello to YouTube, YouTube say hello to Twitch chat. All right. So Chroma Dominial is here to deliver us disappointment for the next week. All right, number one, let's go ahead and jump on into this. This one, I saw the coming preview of this, and I wasn't like super excited, but I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to be doing. Hero side story revamp. So the hero side story will now be added to the side story list. You can choose a side story and you want and play it. Pog champs. This is probably how they're going to be doing the reruns. I'm assuming from here on out won't be reruns anymore. We'll get only new ones, and then these will be during the side, I guess. So you'll need to complete stage 1010, Shrieking Hall, basically the first episode, the same with the existing side story that was unlocked. How to proceed? You can select one side story and play through it. You continue current side story banner as before. The hero side story will not have any limits and does not have any exchange limit period. Hero appearing after episode 1. From episode 2 onward, a new hero side story will be unlocked every time a certain stage is cleared. The stage Dear Mentor, which was available as a tutorial, will no longer be available and will in the same way after the maintenance. So I probably need to go finish that because I've been stalling that thing out because there's been no point, but there's a couple things left to get in it. Let's see, for those who've already cleared episode 2, 3, and 4, you can select to play through a side story of your choice. You cannot select side stories of heroes that have not been yet unlocked. Okay, cool. Don't really care. Completing an ongoing side story and starting a new side story, the end side story, the change ticket, and we'll proceed with a hero's different side story. You can change the ticket once every 2 weeks, and an unused ticket will be reset at the reset time. The change ticket will be added on 1/26, so next week it looks like, and will reset every 2 weeks. When you have a change ticket, a button that starts a different side story will be available. All right, so basically this will be up every 2 weeks. Cool beans, and here's some photos. They're showing you what it looks like. They're showing how it changes. They're showing you that you have time left. You can search by whatever you want. That's kind of cool. You can filter to unlock functions. This is basically good for new players because it allows you to cycle through stuff that you need. And I think at this point, 90% of the players are probably going to come out of beating episode 1. They're going to go hit the Tamarin one, and off they go. And then every 2 weeks from there on out, they just beat side stories and go from there. Completing a side story... you can watch the completed side story in the journal. The AP shop for the completed side story will be closed immediately. Please check to see when you have acquired and exchanged all the rewards before starting a new side story. Side story collections will have a new currency to unlock the story summon. So yeah, you'll have to beat the side story and then you can do the summon. That'll be cool for those players. The currency will be obtainable as you progress through the side stories via unlock side story list, and then you go forth and do that. So here's the currency. Unlocking side story for the first time does not cost any resource. You can select side story summon target by using 4 story collection afterwards. So it sounds like you gotta beat 4 side stories, and then you can do this after the first time. How to play, for a period of 7 days after unlocking hero side story, you can select a lead hero, completing side stories. The side story method of spending currency have the same mechanism, the drop rate up banner, so you'll still need your bookmarks, which is great. New players get about a full pity worth within 2 weeks, so you'll be able to hit up Tamarin banner instantaneously. Great, that'll forever change the new player experience. After the initial release, new heroes will become available after summon stories 6 months after their first appearance in the drop rate up banner. So, as with all the other BS that they do, 6 months after a normal RGB gets done, they'll be in here. So yeah, you'll be able to select it, get the hero and the artifact. I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there making some degenerate, stupid list of saying, go summon these. No, Tamarin, and then move on. Side story chronicle improvements. Okay. Side story chronicle will have not been unlocked through the progress of that. Alrighty. Other improvements and adjustments: improved side story hero details. Unlock conditions will be alleviated. Conditions where you've not acquired the hero will be removed. You can view after completing the hero side story. However, after the update, the unlocked side stories will be displayed as locked and can only be unlocked again after completing the corresponding hero side story. So it sounds like you're gonna have to do these again, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Side stories, the UI for hero side story change improvements. Story summon will help side story list and help side story. All right, number 2. This is the one I'm not real happy with. Okay, I know this is gonna sound really weird. I will have to go do some EXP checks. Hopefully they not change it. Hopefully they're giving you the EXP based off of the end of the story. Because which is cool because it's now in one place, so it doesn't really matter, but you are earning more EXP towards the end of the chapter, so hopefully they've balanced this out. So it was a lot of stages, it took a lot of time to clear this. So I mean, I'm happy about that, but I hope it doesn't change too much of the function. So side story improvements will consist of consisting total of 16 chapters and 230 stages will be reduced to 1 chapter and 34 stages. Cool. The integrated AP shop stage volume will be improved. AP exchange, which were provided per chapter, will be integrated into one. I mean, that's great. Don't get me wrong. Existing adventure points will be retained. Epic and rare catalysts that are available will be displayed in each category in the AP shop. Which is cool that they're now making this a little bit more intuitive, which was something that we kind of were a little iffy about. Like, come on, get it over to where it's easier to see what it is. But they were doing it per region, but now it's just, here's your epic catalyst, here's your rare catalyst, easy to go. Cool. So, region rewards adjusted. Unrecorded history will be changed to chapter 1. Region rewards will be adjusted as follow. You're going to get 1,000,000 gold, 800 sky stones, and 8 Molagoras. Cool. And then you can receive the adjusted region rewards even if you've already received the region rewards for unrecorded history before. Hype! I'm going to get 800 sky stones for doing absolutely nothing. Well, I mean, I'll have to go back through it again, but you get what we're saying. Basically, it's nothing. And 8 Molagoras. Nice! You can receive the adjusted region rewards. You can no longer enter nor receive any region rewards for the current version of Unrecorded History after the update. For those who have not received the region rewards in Unrecorded, please receive all region rewards before the update. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get that. Breath of Orbis, which could be acquired from certain stages, will be changed to be acquired via new achievements. Oh, never mind, then I don't even care. That's all it's left, is like 2 Breath of Orbis. For those who've already acquired Breath of Orbis, new achievements will display as completed. Cool. Acquire Guardians, the Guardian Kazaran, which was acquired through clearing stage 2. Rengar World will be changed to after clearing the S1 stage. Alright, that's fine. Achievements, we don't really care because the achievements suck anyway. Especially change hero quests, they're going through and changing how the some of these stuff that required certain things will now be changed. So this is just showing you what everything needs to be changed. We don't need to read this. It will be on your specialty change heroes, which is cool. Glad they're changing that. Makes it guild weekly missions will be changed. That's going to be fantastic because do you know how many people don't do their guild weekly for the AP? Because it's always in someplace random or they don't want to do it. So that's going to be great. That's going to be changed. Weekly missions will be merged to just obtaining AP from Unrecorded History because somebody might be working on a catalyst in one region, the other things in the other. They feel like it's a waste of time, even though it's technically not because you could have just gone and spent it. But you get what we're trying to say there, that this is finally this should have been what it was anyway. Other improvements, adjustments, Unrecorded History to the move area, episode 1, help, nothing else. All right, major episode revamp adventure. So unlock missions for episode 2 AP exchange will be improved before gift 1 strange jelly catalyst. Oh, okay. It was some of the weird stuff in there that you had to give away, and they're changing that now to where it's just do these random things. So that's cool. Glad they're doing that. Episode 2, Trust Mission. Episode 3, AP acquired for some purchases. AP2 Exchange, Breath of Orbis will now be 250. That's great. Level 71 equipment. Make it even cheaper because, I mean, honestly, you want to get this into new players. You don't want them spending a ton of time there, so that's great. Go forth with that. Okay, I kind of hate y'all now. I hate y'all. Okay, but I mean, let's be real. It's called quality of life. The game's getting older, and y'all can go get that great 80 HP set for 200 apiece. That's great. New 3-star heroes for number 4. Let's be real, they're all probably crap. In the end, you're gonna end up needing specialty changes to really be utilized. So they're gonna be available in Covenant summons and Moonlight summons. 3-star Junie, Talez, and Liko will be available, Liko will be available through the drop rate up banner, and then you've got the Moonlight, Talia, and Suthan will be through the Moonlight summons. Cool. So let's quickly take a look at there. So you're a Sagittarius Warrior. I think that's what you were in the game. Attacks the enemy with a club with a 60% chance, 75% maximum to dispel 1 buff. Oh, hey, guess what's back? When the caster has perception, increases the chance to 100%. Wow. The start of the first battle gains 20 fighting spirit. The caster receives 20, maximum 30. I kind of remember this from one of our kits. Suffered for the ally in the back row. Caster receives, the caster, okay, so they're trying to use her as a tank, receives 30% of the ally in the back row in their place. When one or more damage reduction effects, only the strongest is applied, and then when an enemy revives, gains 40 fighting, okay, that's gonna be interesting. But still absolutely unusable because she's a 3-star stats. Attacks all enemies with a swinging club with a 70% chance, 100% at max to decrease defense and make them unable to be buffed for 2 turns. Decreases buff durations. Oh, wow. Debuff durations by 2. So they're trying to basically make her like a support tank warrior. Interesting. All right, Talez. Let's see here. Attacks the enemy with a 40% chance, 60% chance to provoke for 1 turn. When attacking, has a 30% chance, maximum of 40 to counterattack. Wow, that's a high counterattack. After attacking with a basic skill, Fighting Spirit is full. Consumes Fighting Spirit to increase combat readiness to caster by 100%. Fully decreasing cooldowns of Soulful Strike, and then after attacking the enemy with full power, decreases defense of the caster for 2 turns. Or increases the the defense of the caster for 2 turns when the target is inflicted with provoke or direct provoked, increased damage dealt. That's a pretty crap kit. Lika, let's see here. Attacks the enemy with a 35% maximum of 50% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns. Increases the attack of the caster with the ally with the highest attack except for the caster for 2 turns. Combat readiness by 30% when the combat readiness of the ally with the highest attack except for the caster by 35%. So CR push by 35% or less. Increases combat readiness of the targeted ally by an additional 50. All right, that's kind of interesting. And attacks... after awakening, attacks the enemy with a grenade with a 75% chance, 100% maximum to decrease attack and speed for 2 turns. When the target is an ice element, increases speed of all allies for 2 turns. So you're Earth Ranger. All right, that's gonna be interesting. Still probably absolutely worthless. Talia attacks the enemy and has a 35% chance, maximum of 50 to decrease defense for 2 turns. Again, these are pretty usable. Grants immunity to all allies except for the caster for 2 turns. Grants barrier to all allies for 2 turns. Barrier strength increases proportional to the caster's attack, and you are a light thief. Okay, interesting. Why? Attacks the enemy with a vital point with a 85% maximum of 100 to dispel 2 buffs. Oh, wow, there it is again. And make them unable to be buffed for 2 turns. The skill cannot trigger a counterattack. Wow, you're giving that to a 3-star. Interesting. Y'all really don't care about this game. Attacks the enemy with Suthan. Attacks the enemy and has a 35% chance, maximum of 50% chance to burn for 2 turns. All right. After attacking, increases attack and effectiveness of the caster by 2.5. Maximum of 5% can stack up to 50 times or up to 10 times. So 50%. At max, so he'll be killed off very quickly because he is a mage, so absolutely useless kit. Releasing mana to attack all enemies with a 75% chance, maximum of 100 to make them unhealable and inflict burns for 2 turns. Really garbo. All right, cool. 2 new exclusive equipments. Oh my god, is that actually who I see in the photo? Oh my god, Crow. Holy crap, Crow. They gave Crown exclusive equipment. Are they high? And they gave him speed. What? Bruh! Thank you for making Crow great again. I mean, he was always great, but I'll take 10 speed. All right, what is this crap? Sword Storm. Increases Sword Storm chance to provoke by 25%. Pff, don't need that. Charge. Increases speed of the caster for 2 turns when using charge. Don't need that. Summon Siegfried. What? When an enemy is defeated by the summon Siegfried, it decreases skill cooldowns of this skill by 2 turns. Done. All right, so there you go. 10 speed and that, done. Crow's gonna be OP. Sha-Run, effectiveness, all right, good, they gave her that. Just Trust Me, with Just Trust Me effects, increases combat readiness of the caster by an additional 5%, that's not gonna be enough. Just Trust Me, increases Just Trust Me's bearer's restraint by 15%, still not worth it. So that's garbage. May You Perish, decreases cooldown, and May You Perish by 1 turn. I'd have to go look at how much that is, but that's probably the one you're gonna end up running. I am so about to degenerately spend all my crap trying to get a 10 speed version of that. All right, so we've got Advent Side Story coming. Again, once again, new players. Sorry, this is not for you, so please keep your tears to yourself because nobody's actually going to care because some content is made for veteran players. Now, that being said, this is the Fire version, so your Wyvern and Wyvern team units should be able to do this. Well, some of them. But since you're mostly ice heavy, you'll be able to work on that pretty successfully. I think the earliest I saw is maybe like a 3-month player doing this. So this will be available from 1/19 to February 2nd. Cool beans. You'll be able to enter this after clearing Chapter 2, basically all of Chapter 2, 1010. Go to the lobby and then you'll be able to do the side story, and they mean this stuff is difficult. So, will consist of 3 difficulties, Hard, Hell, and Epic Hell, and let me just remind you that even whales struggle with Epic Hell. So, money doesn't buy you everything. It might buy them a girlfriend with bigger boobs, but it's not gonna help them here. So, I think most of these we ended up farming Hard or Hell, I don't remember last time we did it. There is a guide, I believe, for this one in the Adventurer's Black Book? No. Intermediate Traveler's Guide that actually I did during this. You're going to be earning currencies, which is cool, to be able to buy a bunch of stuff. The same thing goes as it goes every single time. Your teams are going to be consisted of health, speed, then attack. You need 2 of whatever element. In this case, you will want basically anything but grass, because you will get clapped. But 2 lights, 2 darks, 2 fire, 2 ice, whatever it is, you can get the starting buff, and then when you have a mono element, you get the increased buff. Team saved in this Advent Side Story will not be maintained in the next Advent Side Story. Well, yeah, no, duh. And then here is the stupidest thing of this. This is what absolutely infuriates me, is that text right there. You cannot earn EXP, Friendship EXP, or Penguin mileage while doing this. So at the absurd cost this thing is going to take, you will not be able to get Friendship EXP on your units, you won't be able to earn EXP towards Penguins, or EXP in general. So it's a pretty... Me, I farm what I want, and I get out, and I stay away, because it's not worth... I would rather be earning Penguins, I'd rather be earning Friendship EXP, all that stuff. The shops are a little bit pick and choose. If you cannot do clear Epic Hell, do keep that in mind. So it will take you a while to go through this. It is a lot of energy. I think it's around 2,000-3,000 energy, or is it 2,000-3,000 or 3,000-4,000? It was somewhere in there. I had the number written up. It's in one of the videos. I give you guys the exact breakdown. Also, let's just go ahead and say it here before anybody complains. The light connection will be available through an achievement. They are not trolling you. Stop spamming the forums and the Twitters and the YouTube comments of all these people. You just are dumb and not going to check the achievements to see that the 5th bookmark is given somewhere else. But they give you all 5. It will be the light summon this time. Congrats on your Arbiter Elson, and I don't feel sorry for you. You will have, let's see here, looks like it's going to be Speed, Counter, Revenge, and something else they didn't show us. But, yep, I will be buying the counters and the Revenge stuff. It's going to be great. All right, and for this coming week, you will have Edda and Twilight Calamity drop rate up, available from 119 to 126. And Canon Samsara Prayer Beads, which is still crap, may we add. 119 to 126. Both of these are complete skips. I mean, I would love to pull that for ML Ken, but I'm just going to wait till he shows up on his own. Number 9, 5-star Death Dealer Ray Ho! He's that bad that they are having to buff him immediately after he's released. That's how bad Death Dealer Ray was. So let's see here. They're giving him 119. They'll be doing this. So let's see here. So they're now changing it to grants increased effectiveness and pestilence to all allies for 2 turns. Increases combat readiness of the caster by 50%. And increases combat readiness of all allies except for the caster by 20%. So he'll get a 50% CR push. They'll get 20. And Politis says hello. Great. Literally still a pestilence after attacking on a bearer's turn. Inflicts venom for 2 turns. Pestilence cannot be dispelled. I mean, you just kill, literally, it's just called kill him and it's over and done with. So yeah, they feel like this is a better chance. The venom thing, this is literally what it was, is he needed to be able to inflict more venom, so there you go. Other improvements and adjustments, adventure and story, the narrative directions of some of the stories will change in 1.5.6 in episode 2 will be changed, that's fine. Some heroes' facial expressions were not appropriate in the situations in the stories of the special side story. Fairy Tales for a Snow Day will be adjusted. I didn't even notice. The correct class display of Death Dealer Ray in the NPC 2 Moonlight Theater will be fixed. An issue where Boss EO skill No More Games did not activate after stealing opponent's invincible buff. His skill. Right. Anything else here of importance? AP Shop, Catalyst side story button will be fixed. Increased rewards. All right, moving on. Heroes and it will be made on the detail adjustments will be made on the heroes detail screen to display increased dual attack chance provided by the 3-star Terranor Guard's passive effect. An issue where 5-star Death Dealer Raid was not displayed when he is in the lobby will be fixed. An issue where Ready was missed. The 5-star hero Iseria was fixed. An issue where the wrong information skill preview 5-star hero Shadow Archdemon will be fixed. Okay, World Arena Global Banned Heroes announcement. They'll be banning Bihu, Sphere of Inferno. I assume that's going to be his artifact. And 4-star hero Peacemaker Furious. Cool, alright. Memory Imprint, exclusive ingredient transmission function added. The ability to transmit ingredients for memory imprints will be added, allowing players to select and transmit the ingredients after receiving an SS rank of their heroes. However, when the hero that has received the SS rank is in the waiting room, the ingredients cannot be transmitted. Why? If you get one of all the boss, if you get all one of the boss ones, it's over and done with. I guess this is for that really weird scenario where somebody... I guess this is that weird scenario where somebody pulled a dupe ML5, used the ML5 as the dupe to level it up, and then bought the thing for gold transmits, and now they have the ability to... What? Alright, whatever. I don't even care. World Arena History Auto 50 days. AOS devices. Title. Alright. Description of floor modification of boss. Alright, nothing else is there. Alright, last thing for today is the video password, which is Peacemaker. Wow, go figure. And, yeah, ML Furious is the thing. Thank God I think I still have all my Furiouses, so if I ever pull them, I can triple S a ML Furious. All right, I will give you guys just a minute to answer some questions, and then we'll head on. So let's give you guys like 2 minutes if you guys have any questions about this update notice. If it is not about the update notice, we won't deal with them today, so I'll put 2 minutes up. Is Mercedes good? Not about the update notice, but sure, I'll give you this one. Yes, Mercedes is good. There's always that one person who does not understand instructions. Well, the only thing I will be immediately testing tomorrow is EXP numbers, so I will go right down again, just in case there has been any changes since I last did the EXP, that hour-long EXP guide. I will write down the EXP for the very first episode, first chapter, the very last of the last. I think it was stage 9, because you wouldn't do stage 10 of 1010. And we'll get the EXP off that, and we'll see if it's averaged out to be the middle, which if it's in the middle, I don't really care. Why do they seem to push the narrative that they only want speed users for every new character? I don't know. I haven't. I mean, they want the game to be fast is really what it comes down to, because they don't want long fights. They don't want things to be dragged out. That's the only thing I can see. Because people have very short attention spans, I guess, and they want things over and done with as fast as possible so they can move on to the next thing, because retention is horrible. This will be, I think this, out of everything here, I think this is going to probably be huge for new players, being able to directly target units. And I think my favorite thing out of the entire update, I think my favorite thing out of the update is the Crow update. Bruh. Like, here's the thing. They didn't just give him an exclusive equipment. They gave this guy a speed exclusive equipment and the ability to decrease the cooldown of his S3. Hi, I know how to horse with Crow. Alright, that's it. Nobody has any other questions, so we are going to wrap this up and move on for today. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out. We'll be back next week to see what else is on the horizon for Epic 7's updates. We should be getting a balance patch here in 2 weeks, or this next coming week. I think it's the 26th of January or something. It's somewhere in there, I believe. Towards the end of the month, we should be getting the next balance patch and seeing what crazy stuff are they going to do. Because, hey, they're already dealing with Death Dealer Ray. Glad he's not in the patch notes for that. He's done now, so... yeah, y'all take care. YouTube, if you've got any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. I will try to not forget. That was my bad last week on forgetting to turn the video live. So, whoops. I thought I had it set up and I didn't. But I will get this updated today for you all. And we'll see you guys in the next one.